Hey Student Success, welcome to your Week 8 video. After this week, you are halfway done with this semester already, halfway done with this course. So hopefully that is exciting news. This week is a little different. There is no lecture video because your assignment is dealing with registration, and so it's not tied to a specific chapter. So this video will just cover your assignment and how to kind of navigate through that. So because we are just about halfway through the semester at this point, I wanted to plug and remind you again to make sure that you are registering for and attending your student services workshop. I have been getting them in, but at this point, we're halfway through October, if not a little bit more, depending on when you're watching this video. You want to make sure that you are getting registered and attending a workshop that is interesting to you and can be helpful to you. So that's another student services assignment plug. You still have until week 16, but hopefully, as you can tell, the semester seems to be flying by. All right, so week 8. This week, you do not have a discussion forum. You are just completing the assignment by Sunday, and that counts as your week 8 attendance. Your assignment this week is a registration assignment. So this is essentially an exercise in planning your classes for spring semester. If this is not the schedule that you end up using, that is okay. This is really an exercise in using the college's tools and resources to help you plan. So typing back to me and saying, well, I don't know what I'm taking in the spring, I can't complete this. Well, that's what the purpose of this assignment is to kind of start making you think about that. If you are a CCP student, or every once in a while I have a student who is graduating or transferring before spring semester starts, contact me independently and let me know what you can do for that instead. But everyone else, you are coming up with a schedule for spring semester. So to do this, we're going to go into the assignment folder. You're going to get your schedule planning form. It's going to open up into a fillable PDF right here. And so this is pretty standard up here. Put your name, the date that you're filling this out. You're going to put down your spring 23 and then go ahead and fill in your major. Now you are going to go ahead and fill in your schedule. You are not hopefully not, that's way too much. You're not going to fill this whole thing up. So everyone's going to look a little differently in terms of how much of this is going to be filled out. If you only have one class that you think you're going to take, that's fine. If you have 5 classes, that's fine. So everyone is going to be a little different with this. Where are you going to get this information? Well, there's a couple places. Luckily, you've already visited all the places you need. The first place is your map page. So remember, My Stark State. Under My Stuff, there's your map page. You had to submit that a couple weeks ago as a PDF, so you have access to that, and it tells you all the classes that you need to take to complete your degree. You also know about this page right here because you had to look at it for a previous assignment as well, your Exploring Educational Pathways assignment. You found that in your academics under your career community, and then you went all the way to the bottom of that page, you clicked on what degree you were going into, and you found that PDF. So a couple places that you can go to for this information. Again, if you do not know what you're going to take in the spring, this is a chance for you to start thinking about it. If you already have your schedule made, because at this point, there might be a couple of you who have your schedule ready. Under your announcements, if you have been paying attention, a registration did open, priority registration opened October 11th. So for some of you, depending on when you're watching this video, you may have had priority registration, or if you're watching this on the very first day of week 8 opening, you can register today. So October 17th is when registration is open for everyone. So this is hopefully relevant to all of you in here now that registration is open, depending on when you watch this video, if you've already registered or not. If you've already registered, if you fell into one of these priority registration categories, then you can just go ahead and copy your schedule into this format. That's fine. Everyone else, if you are still thinking about your schedule, this can be used as a tool for when you go to maybe contact your advisor to see, hey, I'm thinking about spring, what classes should I take? You can use this as a basis for discussion. All right, so how do you fill this out? So I'm going to look at this page. This is what I'm going to base it off of, although you can certainly still use your map page. But when I look at my program plan here, I know that I'm going to have to take Business 121. So I'm going to go into My Stark State. I'm going to go into My Stuff. I'm going to go to Register for Classes. That's not going to make me register, but we're going to click Register for Classes. And then you can see I'm just going to go ahead and browse. I just want to know what's available. I'm not quite ready to register. I'm going to browse. So here it is. There's a drop-down menu. I'm going to view Spring and hit Continue. All right, so my subject. So this is going to be on here. My subject is this 3-letter abbreviation, BUS, MGT, ACC. So let's say I want to take business administration. It's BUS. So I'm going to go in here and type BUS. And then for the course number, that's the little number right after it. Is it 121? Is it 222? Is it 128? For business administration, it's 121. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to type 121. And I'm going to hit search. And then it's going to give me all the offerings of this class for spring semester. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into my thing here. My subject was BUS 121. Business administration. I know that it is 3 credit hours. Now the rest of this I'm going to get from this information here. So let's say I want to take it on campus, okay? The only option I have for that is down here. Here's the CRN, this column right here, this 5-digit number, 47370. Okay. Now I need to know the days, times, and campus. So if I look down here, it's Monday, Wednesday at main campus. And then my time, oops, let me go back here, is 12 to 1:15. If I can't see anything, you can always expand this. You see a lot of the room assignments aren't made yet, but you can expand that and play around with that. But this is from 12 to 1:15. Okay, and that's all I have to do. Now, if I were going to choose one of these that had Web 3, so if it, over here it said Web 3 delivered, and there was nothing highlighted for day or time, then over here I would just put times NA, days NA, campus online, just to show that it's an online course. And then I'm going to keep doing that for as many classes I feel like I need to kind of fill in or thinking about taking. And then down at the bottom, just add up how many credit hours. So right now I only have 3 credit hours. But if I think I'm going to take more, I can go ahead and start looking, all right, do I need to take Principles of Management, MGT 121, and go ahead and start filling that in. Whenever you have your schedule done, you think you have your classes kind of plugged in, go ahead and make sure that you save this with your changes somewhere on your desktop or wherever it might be. And that's what you are going to upload in your Dropbox right here. So you're going to browse your files, find it, and submit it. Okay, so again, this is just an exercise in using the college's resources and the tools to know about your scheduling. So relying on your program plan, relying on your map page, thinking through how you're going to approach your spring semester. If you go to register in another week or two and you do not use what you submitted to me, that's okay. This is just an exercise. Okay, and I will also explain this in my announcement, how this looks, how to fill this out. But if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Have a great week.